This is Team Deathmatch. Kill the enemy team to win. The first team to reach the target total wins.
There's been a disturbance in the force. Can you feel it? I don't know, I feel something, but I had a bad breakfast this morning and indigestion, and I don't know if that's a disturbance in the force or not.
Hey everybody, this is Ataribot here again, flying something that I built a year ago. Yes, it was a good time back then. But look at all the open space. Look at all that open space. Look at me get stuff up against the wall. Me and the walls. Still had trouble back then. Still have trouble today. I got one. I beat him. Alright. Now, this guy, it was kind of a take on, when Aeroflat came out, you know, the Tesseracts became less impressive, you know. The Tesseracts just weren't as good. And, Aeroflat could, you know, come out like a month before this. As I said, this was recorded 1 year ago. This came from a hard drive I'd found a while back, but I did another now versus a year ago video a while back. But then I also had these videos, which weren't a year old. They were like a little later. So I held on to them and waited, and I said, I'll do another now versus a year ago. And next thing I know, that time's come. Here it is. I was so busy with vehicle art bots and everything else, I didn't notice. So technically this is like a year and a few days, a couple days, so whatever. So it's not exactly 1 year, you know, but it's pretty close. You know, it was hard that you could not hide from Aeroflak. You could see that, you know, there's no terrain blocking them as there is now. So. This box is funny, but I like it. It was necessary to have, whenever you use wings, I mean, it's just necessary to have that forward momentum in order to steer your bot. You know, it's not like a drone or a helicopter where you can go up, down, backwards, left, right, and in a single position. You have to be moving forward and then up and forward and then down and forward and left and forward or right and whatever, and twist and turn like I do here. This build did not have any vertical rudders. It only had horizontal rudders on it. It was built much like a Thundercloud. Remember the Thunderclouds? Man, guys, TX1 cubes. TX1 cubes are supposed to come back out. Can you imagine? We're going to have Thunderclouds in the sky again. Man, but look, compare this to now. This is 1 year ago. Look at what it's like today. It's so much better. There's some neat things here that happen. You know, like, look at the cliff. The cliffs are cool. This is sickness. I could not finish this guy. Believe it or not, he gets away. It's sickening. I hate it. Something happened though. I was zoomed in and I didn't see the bridge coming, and then I got there and then all of a sudden this guy's on me. I'm like, oh no. So by the time I got back over here to get this guy finished, I lost him. If I'd known now what I know then, if I knew then what I know now, I'm not even going to edit that. But, you know, if you looked, there was a shadow on the ground. I could have figured out where he was and finished him off. But he had cloaked, and I had lost him at the time. easier to say what you should have done and would have done when you look at footage after it was done. You know, that's the kind of neat thing about doing YouTube, is that, you know, you get feedback on, you know, this and that and things you may not have noticed. And sometimes you yourself are going to study your own footage just out of the fact that you're going to be doing some editing and stuff. So, you know, even if you don't do YouTube, it's kind of good to record your games sometimes, just to see what you did and did wrong or did right. And it kind of helps out. Now, fortunately, this is just, they did have the update where I think on the previous Now versus 1 year ago videos, the plasmas all fired at once. And at this point, they were firing in tandem, and that was kind of a new thing. That was good. I liked it better that they fired, like, instead of all at once, they fired like this. It gave you more of a spread. There was no getting away here. I was not the, you know, I was not the carrier of my team here, and this is typically how things went. You know, also, if you notice at the very beginning of the video, I was being fired upon before I even spawned. You know, so because I'm playing from the U.S., but say, you know, another guy, he was loading on from Great Britain. You know, then his robot would load into the match before mine, and he could have plausibly destroyed my robot and others before we even got to spawn, or catch us off guard. You know, it just wasn't very fair, and they did fix that. So there's so many improvements to this game, guys. You know, so for you, anybody out there who's actually still trying to claim that Robocraft was better in 2015 or it was better in 2014, you know, I don't know. I think maybe there's a progression system on some people. They felt like they wasted their time because now nobody else has to do it. But they felt like they earned their right. They earned their way up, you know, and I was there with them. I went through the progression system. It was really cool. I liked it. And there was a sense of earning, you know, feeling like, you know, it kept you in the game. That was one thing for sure. That was good. That was no longer in the game now. That I kind of do miss, you know. Is that you felt like you wanted to get that, you wanted to unlock each new weapon with each level and whatever. And it was kind of neat. And also, it prevented, like, noob players from facing veteran players so much. You know, now we use MMR for that, but you know, it was neat then that it could be done with people at a time. So there's people that could have played the game and unlocked everything in the game and still suck. You know? So, you know. But yeah, that, like I said, you know, if you compare that system to this system, this is just way better. Way better by far. So, I don't know what to tell people. Look at me still flying. Not for long. I was just so sure I was going to get away here. Oh. I kind of like this map the way it was. I wonder if we could bring back optional maps.
Spotted.
Like, there could be Birmingham Power Station Site A, and then you could bring back this map, you know, a more open map that has less, you know, maybe without the bug glitches here where you could fly through the stuff. They fixed that, but back then you could sit up on these edges, hide. People, snipers would get up there and hide in there and maybe just snipe people. But it would be a neat option, you know, maybe in custom games, you know, we could call this Site B, or call a new one Site B, and this one Site A, I don't know, you know. Birmingham Power Station, you think they would have only had one silo, or no, whatever they call that thing? You know, they're more than likely they had more than one power thing going at this, you know, that site. I'm just saying. And since this is an actual battle talk episode, we'll talk about some other things too. Not just about the way things were way back in the day, which is great. But we talked about how they're supposed to do some rework stuff. We're going to find out. You know, part of what I'm understanding is that possibly they would level all the cube healths, no matter what size the cube, they would all have the same health, same weight, whatnot. And then there's a talk about, like I said, TX1 cubes. That'd be awesome. Something I was thinking about, and I know this has come up with other people as well, but what if we added more colors? I'd like some more colors. Maybe some metallic looking colors, you know, give some different finishes. And maybe like a light gray. You know, we have white, gray, and black. What if we had white, light gray, gray, dark gray, and black? Just different shades of gray would be nice. Like when I was building the Millennium Falcon, that Mega Millennium Falcon, I didn't want to use a standard gray. I think maybe a lighter gray would have been more appropriate. But, you know, it's just, like I said, you know, it'd just be kind of neat to have different shades of gray. Anyway, also like an aqua blue-green kind of color. We don't have anything like that. It would be really cool. And back in the day, we had that crimson blood red block, man. That thing was awesome, and now we don't have that anymore. But those were cool, and sometimes those green ones were cool. I think the green ones might have been a holiday thing. But I had a bunch of those. They were cool. But, yeah. Yeah, just more colors would be nice. And, you know, a lot of people have said this before too, but, you know, maybe give the, you know, I'm premium for life now, so I don't have anything in this, but for the longest, like when I was playing here up until like a couple months ago, I was free to play. I'd never sunk a dime into the game. I got everything in this game simply by playing it and earning it. You know, the only difference between premium and non-premium is it's going to take you a lot longer to get stuff. And even I have everything. You can have everything in the game right now. Okay, yeah, I have the game. But there's still stuff. I'm still finding myself, you know, now that Megas have come out and stuff, I'm running out of blocks and stuff. I still buy stuff. Still somehow doing it. You know, it's not like I'm ever going to run out of stuff to do. I keep thinking that might happen, but it doesn't. You keep thinking up new ideas you want to try. You want to do things. And now that we have custom games, we can do all kinds of stuff. I apologize for the video, folks. Back when I recorded this was on a laptop. It wasn't very good. I know. We had towers. Not just points. You had to shoot all those things off. And snipers.
Your top fusion tower is under attack.
Snipers were, the rails were a little different then. You know, now it's like bam, 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 they get you.
You no longer have the clock cycle.
Back then, it was like, I got a shot. It's going to take forever to get the next shot off. Especially if that guy's down one gun. What was he running around with two? Well, I don't think weaponry worked the same then as it did now. Yeah, see how, like, I'm firing. And that bar ain't moving.
Your bottom fusion tower is under
I'm not
attack.
real sure what's going on there.
The bottom fusion tower has been
I think I eventually tried to give up the, you know, I'll just shut it down. I thought if nothing else that would get that guy to come back up there and stay and not run away so much. I just wanted to fight somebody. I didn't want to fight somebody. Now I'm fighting through somebody. I don't know why I had a power module on there. That's not what that did back then, though. I don't remember what it did. Man, that's bad. Somebody has to remind me what power models used to do back then. Because I don't see it on the bottom there anymore. But I obviously have a power module in there. I wonder how that worked. We must not have had a loadout system yet. That's what I'm guessing. You used to only have to be able to carry one weapon at a time. You couldn't carry multiple weapons because you couldn't switch between them. It was what you had. But I see a 1 down there, so it looks like there's a loadout system. I don't know. This was 1 year ago. You have to tell me, guys. You have to remind me. I don't remember everything.
Is under attack.
This is what things were like. Maps were wide open too, like this. This might have been Healing Crater. This was the most wide open map there was. Everybody hated this map. It was hated so much that 3GM eventually said, "Fine, guys, we'll get rid of it." And then everybody started complaining. Why'd you take away the map? That's what always happens. People will like complain about something, and 3GM will do something about it. And then all of a sudden people will be like, "Oh, they used to be good. Nanos used to be good." It was good for the people who were taking advantage of using nano drones to heal each other, chain heal each other, and they never died. So, but anyway,
Your team has captured the bottom fusion tower.
it wasn't a bad
Your
strategy,
fusion
and it
shield
took a lot of
is now
skill.
active.
You know, I'll give them that. You know, but it really pissed people off. You want to see something really wild though? Something you wouldn't do these days. Back then you could do things like this. I don't know why I decided I was going to take his legs off this. I really don't like it. He gets in the shield, I just can't shoot through the shield. Back then, you could just go right into the field. Look at me go. You know what I was doing here? I wasn't interested in trying. I wasn't really interested in that. I was at the time trying to distract their team so our team could get more towers. But they just never came. It took them so long. I was like, wow. I had weird strategic taunts back then. Really, I mean, I should have been leaving at this point. I think maybe I thought I was a goner anyway. Something. Once the spot took some damage, it didn't do very well sometimes. See? 120. Yeah, that's it. You waited too long. You stupid guy. That's what I call myself. Stupid. Anyway. Oh, and I didn't like my last Battle Talk video over here. And the part where I'm like, oh, I sound like I'm all bragging and everything. And I didn't mean it that way. All I was trying to say is like, look, the game's beatable. You know, even if you don't have premium for life. That's all I was saying. You know, I had this game before.
Plutonium reactor is under attack.
Winning the DB10 contest way back then. So, I mean, there's nothing really. I have not been like
Your plutonium
lucky.
reactor is under attack.
I might say lucky. I don't know what I'm trying to say, people. Don't know. I just didn't like the way I sounded in my last Battle Talk video. Like I said, I just didn't like the way it sounded. Yeah. And I may not like the way this one sounds. My fear say, look at that. Well, yeah, I died, but I got the tower. Look at that respawn time.
Is now active.
Every time you died, you had a longer
Your bottom
respawn time.
fusion
It's
tower
like,
is
oh my
under
god.
attack.
So you really didn't want to die.
Your plutonium reactor is under attack.
These matches are fun to look at. But, I mean, realistically, you know, I'm glad this is gone. And we have the new maps that we have
Is
now.
under attack.
There's nothing to be learned from this. You know. Except, you know, it's a good thing. See, he's got a mod. My thing is, I guess they had to have the loadout. But I don't know if you could do multiple weapons. I just don't know. I don't remember. I want to say yes. I just don't think I liked it at the time. I was still like... I was so used to just using one weapon for so long. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I think a lot of other people use multiple weapons.
Captured the top fusion tower.
And ideally, if you can be good with multiple weapons, it's good to have, you know, at least 2 different weapon types.
Spotted.
I think, you You know, you can still get away with one weapon type if you're like working with the energy. If you're working because of weapon energy, then typically, you know, you might want just one weapon type. But, you know, other weapons are not completely useless. Look at that.
Your team has captured the middle fusion tower.
The thing with the shield was that you just couldn't shoot ghosts. I got sucked by the base.
Your bottom fusion tower is under attack. Your bottom fusion tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Your middle fusion tower is under attack. Bottom fusion tower has been captured.
I don't know what my team is doing. I really
Under
don't.
attack.
Fighting something. I was all over the place. I think
Your
that
middle
is a
fusion
power
tower is
module,
under
but I don't
attack.
think it worked the same back
Your
then.
middle fusion tower has been captured. You no longer have your clock cycle booster.
A lot of things have changed though since a year ago. This is kind of weird. Huh.
Your plutonium reactor
It's
is under
long
attack.
respawn time. Goes forever.
Your top
But it was
fusion
kind of neat
tower is
because you
under
could
attack.
look around the battlefield and see what's happening. I think I was more interested in trying to figure out what my next move was going to be. I was be watching my teammates and seeing what they were doing. And it would give you an idea, you know. It works, you know, it kind of works that way too now. But the other thing is that, yeah, if a team capped a node, a tower,
Your top fusion tower
Yeah,
is under attack.
you'd instantly spawn. Yeah, it's good. Got you back into the fight. That arrow flak went off really close to the ground. It used to be that you had to be in contact with the ground. See, so many good things have been fixed and updated in this game. You guys just don't realize. There's so much. They put so much into this game. It's always changing. They're always working on the game. And they've also announced that even when they come out of beta, they have no change. They have no plans on stopping and doing updates and stuff. They're gonna keep doing stuff. They're gonna keep working on it. You know, I mean, this could be very much one of the next biggest games because these things are like they're poised to just especially now that they have the Xbox community too. This game's going to be getting a little more, not so much recognition. It's going to get recognition, but I think it'll get a lot more respect. And I think they're going to pull a lot of the old players back. A lot of things that people were saying, oh, I don't know, Robocraft, it was losing players and blah, blah, blah. But then you'll see that players are coming back. Something that wasn't expected to happen might actually happen. I think this is very Come on. This is like Overwatch, Minecraft. I don't know what all this is yet. It's pretty good. I like it. I'm kind of missing tower mode too. I wonder if they could do that in custom games as well. Look at that. One little crystal up there. So obviously they're going to finish this off before I care. It was funny watching the comments too. See my rank in there. You used to put your rank by your name. That was something that was kind of cool. And by an odd coincidence, the rank I become here is the same rank I am in the game currently. Pretty amazing. I just made Diamond 2-star rank recently when I posted this video. I did not I ran out of space when I was recording, so I didn't record my latest league battle, but I got the ones before it. One or two of the ones before it. What happens is I'll be recording and then I'll stop recording, but I'll keep playing league battles. I'll be like, I know I've got a good match I gotta upload, but I'm still playing. You know, and then I don't upload everything I do. You know, man, these things used to load slow. They made these crates open a little quicker now, which is good. It was so slow. Look, watch. Here we go. I made it all the way to Plutonium 5-star rank, by the way. Pretty much solo. I did, was with Malicious Intent, which was another clan at the time. But I did better when I didn't group. And I still am that way. I don't know what it is. I do better if I'm just trying to carry the team myself. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It don't matter. The end result is if our team wins, right? Your team wins, you rank up. That's it. That's all that matters. And I still think the priority today is the same as it was then. You know, you need the cap. Even though you're not shooting towers, you need the cap. Capping wins. That's it. You cap, you win. These were some of the robots I had at the time. I think we only had 25 robots. We had more. But according to this, I only had 25 at the time. But I don't know if that was the max or not. I think at the time, I think that was the max. The max level was 150. And you could have 1750 P-flops or CPU. I think everybody just calls it CPU now. P-flops was kind of like supposed to be what each block was worth, one P-flop, you know. But. Alright, here we go again. We have another team deathmatch.
The enemy
And this
team
time,
to win. The first team to reach
this
the
was about a
target
year ago again. These were all shot around the same day.
spotted.
And anyway, there was these little Tesla robots, you know, that I'd see Jack and Gromit play with and whatnot, whoever. I'd say they were pretty cool. I want to do that. I want to just ram people with Teslas. So I built this big thing with Teslas, and it was terrible. Just terrible. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. I was like, God, I can heal. The moment you start healing, they see you. It was so hard to turn. We didn't have camera speed. This game is so much better now, guys. It's so much better. Look at me. Oh, that was silliness. It was just silliness back then. I was still getting away with this. Like I haven't died yet. I wanted so badly to. And then I accidentally pinged the map heroes. I wasn't trying to do that. And then I felt the need to try to tell my team that, but they didn't understand. I didn't understand it. And I'm getting attacked, but forget it. Just forget it. Yeah. These videos are neat, but there's really not a whole lot to be learned here. Like I said, they're neat to look at. Look at how open the spaces were. Like I said, I think, another map, like we could call this Site B, bring this map back, maybe just for custom games, because it did have it was kind of neat. This map would be really good for one-on-one mega battle, guys. Bring this map back for that. But keep it small, like the new one. Bring the walls in some. Keep it open for because it'd be perfect for megas. Look at this. Tell me this map wouldn't be perfect for one-on-one mega battles. Give us a one-on-one mega battle mode. Make it like a league rank thing. It'll be awesome. You want to do it? Come on, Free Jam, do it. Do it. Do it. Megabot, one-on-one. Game mode. League game mode. Do it. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see. This was the roast robot I've ever built, probably. One of them. I've built some bad ones. But yeah, you could not steer it. But the idea was it would be it was so wide that I thought I couldn't miss. But I missed a lot, and I couldn't turn. That was a good hit. But then I couldn't get back to him. See? Oh, I did get back to him. Sometimes it worked, okay? Sometimes it worked. Oh, but see, any distance, you couldn't close the distance. I was like, run away, run away, run away. Okay, just stand here and hide. Couldn't really move around very well. I think thrusters were missing or something. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh gosh, this is a joke, right? Oh, no way. No way. No. I was going to say, there's no way you're going to get all three of them. Oh, I was just lucky. I'm luckier than I am good, people. I really am, I think. That's okay. I know I sound like a broken record when I've been talking about how this game's gotten better, the game's gotten better, but I mean, it has. Look, the salt content, you know, has gone way down. If you compare how people were a year ago, they were so salty about megas being gone. They were so salty about just nothing was right for them. There were so many people that were salty. It was just salty. Very salty. I'm not ready to stick a sodium-free label on this product yet. You know, there's still some people complaining, but it ain't nowhere near as bad. They're much far and few between now, as compared to how it was a year ago. You know? So, you know, that's okay. This game is just, I don't know. People don't have anything to talk about if nothing bad's happened. You know? You don't want to talk about all the great things that have happened, all the good stuff. You know? And when you do give them something good, they complain. They're like, oh, well, you gave us megas, but we can't do this. We can't do that. My goodness. You can't have it all at once. They're working on stuff. There's going to be new sliders coming in. They're reworking stuff. They're supposed to be reworking airfoils, too. And reason I don't want to get too much into the reworks is because it's too much speculation right now. You know, I don't know what exactly they have planned. And I'm not going to speculate and guess at it. You know, I could. I just don't feel like it. To me, it's too up in the air. You know, we'll see what happens, and we'll talk about it then, okay? That's how it'll work. That's how it'll go. This wasn't, like I said, this was not one of my better robot designs, but it was fun. It was fun. I will give it that. It never failed. It was like I'd come out of it the worst of time. I was just like, I just wanted people to finish the people I would almost get killed. At least finish them, guy. Somebody. I was like, get up with the proto. Oh, dude tried to save me with the shield. I did that. But I couldn't get on the right side of the shield to save my life. Yeah. That was that for that guy. Team deathmatches haven't changed a whole lot, really. Other than everybody gets to spawn at the same time now. And the maps have changed a good bit here. This used to be... Like I said, there was just things you could do here that weren't very fair. You know. I would just help the enemy team there, let them catch up a little bit. What surprises me is that I actually had 3 kills with this thing so far. I don't think I'll get any more, but I'm not sure. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? We talked about colors, right? Yeah, I add more colors. Also, possibly adding black as a free color if we add other colors. Because that would just be cool. You know, it'd be nice. Although, you know, it's like my whole reasons for buying premium are completely different. You know, I had everything. There wasn't no reason I really needed premium. I just kind of wanted to support 3DM, and I kind of wanted colors. You know, and that was something that people have been asking for, but I understand why they don't do it. You know, is like premium colors for life, and that's it. You don't get crates, but you get colors. I mean, that's for a lot of the veterans who already have everything in the game and plenty of blocks and this and that, and all they really want is to be able to paint things. They don't care about the getting the extra stuff out of the unlocked crates. But, you know, there's people like me that says, well, that's just how it is. I wanted premium for life. I played this game long enough. I've proven my point. My whole point was that you could beat the game without putting any money into it. And I've proven that. So then I went and got free. You know. But as the game changes, who knows? You know, if I would like to see a 1-versus-1 Mega League happen, but if they, because that will give people something else to strive for. You know, but if that happens, great. If it don't happen, you know, oh well. That's life. I did horrible. I was the lowest score on my team. At least I did something though. Wasn't the end of the world. What else is there? There's other things I want to talk about, but I can't remember. I think of new stuff coming up. They announced the winners for the DV16 contest. It was DV16 Escort, I believe. It's got like 2 helicopters flying over a tanker truck. He was the overall winner. I did make the finalist with my DB16 Let's Race, which was a bunch of little cars. I managed to get 4 little cars racing under 500 CPU. Let's see. These slow opening crates. I'm glad they sped those up. Back to the bots I had at the time. I was playing on a different computer, that's why I didn't. Oh yeah, the Millennium Falcon. I think I'm gonna play that guy. Yeah. This is one of the early ones. This is like one of the first ones I had built. I really liked this guy, and it had a few cells back in the day. But then, you know, the time expires and you upload it again, people kind of like, oh yeah, I had that. This guy here, somebody made him and put a bunch of Teslas on him like a big long sword. I tried him, kind of fun back in the day. I didn't play him much more though. There's the famous Scorpion. Look, one of them anyway. There's a few different versions out. I don't remember who had what. But this one was kind of fun. It worked. I don't know who made this one either, people. It was too long ago. It was a year ago. It was spelt with a K though. So I doubt any of these bots are still in the CRF. This one, a version of it is. It's a lot different now though. It's been changed a lot. Whole lot. I had a blink drive in it in times. Oh, here we go. Oh, I remember. I didn't have money then. So here's a trick for all you guys out there that don't know. Is just buy one module. Have one of each of a module, and then just take them off and switch it between robots. You know. And you'll save a lot, you know, because you'll be able to, I would do that with some weapons too. But, yeah, you don't need, if you could swap those parts off between different robots, and you'll save yourself a lot, because then you just need blocks, you know, and different things. So yeah, when you're low level and you don't have much money, just have sets of weapons. You know, as long as you've got, like, I'm not even gonna say, because it's changed a lot now. The fire rates have all changed. You know, it used to be a max. You'd want to have 6 plasmas because that was your max fire rate for this. That's why I had 6 plasmas here. And that's the same with the other robots. You know, you had to have 6 of weapons. You know, the lasers or whatever. But they've lowered it. Now it's 4. So this thing actually wasn't too bad back then. I mean, it kind of flew. It was, to me, I had to have a Millennium Falcon that flew. There were plenty of people that were out there making hovers, but it was just like, to me, I'm going to build my favorite robot, or one of my favorite spaceships of all time. I can't say it might be the favorite of all time. It's hard to say. This was one of my favorite science fiction spaceships. See this little hiding spot? Isn't this horrible? Look at that. Something else they fixed. Something else they fixed about the game. It used to be able to do this. You can't see me.
Spotted.
It's like, oh, I'm not hidden. I had some helium going in this guy. Unfortunately, it could do that really well. Yeah, I could kind of pitch it, but it was still just, it was really hard to turn. Because when you got sideways, this thing fell like a rock. But you had to pitch it sideways to turn. Look, this is so hard to control. It was a horrible robot. But it was more of an art bot. But I actually made it work. I made it work. It was just like, why won't it turn? Why won't you turn? See? It was just like, if you get it to turn, it's like you're on the ground. I don't know why it was so troublesome.
Spotted.
It was like I turned, and I'd level back off, and it was still pointed that way. I'd be like, what the heck? Come on, Dad. There we go. It's like, oh, come on. I just got the robot turned this way. Now you guys are going to go over there? I'm like, really? Oh, this was an insanity. I could fully understand if I looked at this video and said, I ain't going to post this. Nobody in YouTube needs to know about this. And then look at me now. I'm like, yeah. Now versus 1 year ago, people. Whee! I want to do this. I want to build a spot like this again. I want to rebuild it and make it fly again like this. But maybe I gotta get better. I gotta figure it out. I mean, I don't want the wings on the outside of it. I want them on the inside. It's just really hard to get heavier bots to fly. And you're trying to make it look like something, like a Millennium Falcon and Hydra wings and all that good stuff. And it just ended up weighing too much, you know. And it was like, no matter what I did, I could not get this thing to. But with camera steer now it might be different. Might be able to redo this better. I had tried to redo this since doing camera steer, but I haven't redo it with camera steer in mind. I also made the most recent version of this flies with hovers. It doesn't use as many thrusters. So if you want to check it out, I think it's in the shop. Might be, might not be. I know there's a mega version of this in the shop at the time I posted this. So if you want to check that out, it's a lot of fun. It took a lot longer to build. This took a long time to build, actually, just because how much planning went into it. It doesn't look like I did, but look, it's just that things, you end up making so many modifications, you know, and I was trying to favor cosmetics over combat, which may have been a mistake because I really wanted, you know, to be able to fly the Millennium Falcon, you know. I wanted it to look like the Millennium Falcon. It just did not want to cooperate. Luckily, it wasn't too much aeroflak until that point. I think I got away. I go clicking the map back again. It's like I don't even bother this time. Look at that. That was slick. That was a slick move. Huh. That guy's walking around. I don't know what I think's wrong, but I keep hitting the button.
Spotted.
Maybe I thought I was upside down or something. I don't know. Anyway. I was gonna do some voices here, but I can't think of anything, man. Yeah.
Spotted.
Some interesting facts. This thing made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs. You didn't know that. Now I'm getting the hang of it. I don't think I had a lot of experience flying this bot when this was an early build. That was the worst on my team. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Here's some videos. And another subscribe button thing. It's not the red button there. It's the little round button thing there that you use to subscribe with. I know I make it confusing. It's just how things are. But know that I love you. I love each and every one of you. And that's why I kill you so much in the game.